Hi everyone, I'm back. So thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Ram, R-A-M, whichever, and I am back with a review for Yorkshire tea, toast and jam. Now, I've actually been wanting to do this for a while, but I'm not going to make excuses. It's just everything I seem to be using doesn't seem to be compatible with my new stuff, so please bear with me when I try and upload new videos and stuff. So I actually found this tea a few weeks ago on my travels to the supermarket. Now, a little funny story about this is I actually first heard about this on the Chase and I thought it was a joke or like really outdated, so I was really surprised to actually find that in my supermarket. So what we're going to do now is something pretty controversial. I'm going to brew a cup of this tea and I'm basically going to give you a review about it. Now, I have tried this a few times before, so while this is brewing, I'm just going to talk you through that. So I've got my tea bag. I was pre-prepared, so I brought some hot water as well. Now, I added my tea bag first. I do find that this tastes better with sugar. I don't usually take a lot of sugar in my stuff. I've been cutting back and pretty much only putting it in coffee. Sorry, my cat's in the background being a weirdo. So I've got like half a teaspoon of Demerara sugar because white sugar for me is pretty weak. Like, I want to taste my sugar, and I think white sugar just belongs in baking, in my opinion. So, got my tea bag, my sugar. Now I'm going to add my water. Fun tidbit here. When I set this assignment for my children to do, when I was teaching, we were doing imperatives, so I set them a homework task over the weekend to basically brew some tea with their parents, and they needed to put the imperatives in order and put the instructions in order of how to make their tea. And the funny thing is, people brew it differently. Like, I can't imagine putting milk in before the hot water. Like, my tea bag needs to brew. So I don't know if you can even see this, but this brew is really strong. I like my tea strong, so it's fine anyway. So I'm not going to add that much milk. And while that's finishing off, I'm going to talk you through my first experience having this tea. Okay, I'm going to leave that there to brew. So I'm just going to give you the raw cut. When I first tried it, obviously there's no way it actually tastes like jam and toast. So I'm going to give 2 stars and 1 wish. So, teaching time basically. 2 things that I really liked, 1 thing not so great. What I really liked is Yorkshire tea. I'm not dissing anybody in Yorkshire. I don't want Sean Bean coming after me because I know he does the advert for this, unless, you know, he has a sword in his kit out there for him here. But anyways, moving on. Yeah, so I like that it's strong. It's a good cup of tea, and given that tea is flexible anyway, so if you like your tea strong like me, brew it for as long as you like. If you don't really like strong tea, then I'd say this is either not for you, or just literally pour the hot water over your tea bag. When it starts to brew and starts to get dark, add your milk straight away, and it's a good cuppa. 1 thing I think needs a bit of improving is their selling point. You can't sell it as tea that tastes like jam and toast when really it doesn't. Now, that's probably the bit I didn't like the first time I tried it. It is a great cup of tea though, I'm not gonna lie. It did kind of taste sweet when I added a bit of sugar. Before, it was just, without the sugar, it was just a strong brew. Like, seriously strong, the strongest I've had. In my house we have decaf, and I honestly don't think this is decaf. Like, yeah, no, it doesn't say so on here. Definitely not decaf, which is probably why it was a bit of a shock to the system. But yeah, so basically, if you aren't a fan of strong tea, but you do want to try this, go for it, because interesting flavour. I don't know if it's subliminal, because I've had this quite a few times now. I'm just being really lazy. I don't want to take the tea bag out, and it's not as strong as I would like, but the colour seems good anyway, so I'm just going to leave everything in here. Give it a stir because we do want the sugar to dissolve. The smell is really good. Well, like, my aunt loves this tea. As a joke, she'd probably say, you can really smell the odes of the jam. Even the butter on the toast. She's totally kidding, like, you really can't. But you do smell that sweetness, which is probably the strawberry flavouring, or even the dry strawberries that they throw into the tea bag mix. So from that aspect, it is reminiscent of jam and toast. Oh, that is a good brew. Okay, also on a side note, when I first tried it, I did try it with toast. I think that was a little bit altruistic of me because kind of cheating, also didn't really bring much to the table. But this is a seriously nice cup of tea. So, if any of you are curious to try, it's Yorkshire tea, toast and jam. Seriously delightful. And even if you do try it and you feel, oh, you know what, I don't think they advertise this right, I can't taste any toast or any jam, you're never going to taste toasted tea. Like, don't even lie to yourself. As far as the jam goes, you will taste some kind of sweetness, but at the end of the day, it's tea, and it's a bloody good brew. No, bloody isn't a swear word, so it's okay. But it is a really, really good brew though, so definitely recommend it. We're big tea drinkers in our house, so to be honest, even if I didn't like the flavour per se, because it wasn't as sweet as I liked, I get it drunk anyway. Like, don't get me wrong, I've met people that don't like hot drinks or don't have tea, and like they're okay and like they're cool and stuff, but I don't really trust someone that doesn't like hot drinks. Like, I'm sorry, water and milk is great and all, but I can't live with that in winter. Forget about it. Okay, well, I'm going to go and enjoy this nice cuppa, so thank you for tuning in to watch this review. I definitely do recommend that you try this if you find it in your supermarket. I also know there is another flavour, I've forgotten the name for the love of me. All I know is it's basically exactly the same but in a yellow box, so if I happen to find that on my travels, I'll probably buy that and then do another review, but we'll see in the future anyway. Thank you for watching my video. You can subscribe to my channel and like my video if you like what you saw. More content coming soon. Please bear with me and please watch this space. Thank you. Take care, guys. Bye.